But what is important is that as human beings behind those technologies, whether you're developing it or you're using it or you're regulating it, it's important that we retain what is the human capacity in all of this. Hi, my name is Dawn Lim and I am the Executive Director of the Design Singapore Council. To me, being human in a digital world means being empathetic and retaining my autonomy and my agency to make choices for myself.
In this video series, we want to start a dialogue on designing the internet well. To shed light on this topic, I have Dawn Lim. As the Executive Director of Design Singapore Council, Dawn aims to create a lovable city by design.
So Design Singapore published the Lovable Singapore project a year and a half ago, and in it we uncovered 6 areas where people have an emotional bond to the city that they reside in. And these 6 areas include agency, attachment, attraction, connection, inclusion, and freedom. And all of these together create a sense of feeling and a bond to the place that you're in. Now, similarly, for a digital environment, why would you spend more time in a digital environment? Comes back to the same principles as to why you would spend more time in a physical environment. Right? It might be your avatar in it, but there is a human being behind that, right? And so it is important also to create a digital realm that evokes the same sense of emotional attachment, the same feeling of invitation that you want to spend more time in this digital space. And so this concept of lovability also would extend to our future digital world. Design has such a huge role to play in the next internet. When we think about all the different tools that have come in, that have enabled greater interaction, created more opportunities for immersive environment. Think about the social VR tools that are already in place for us to interact with each other across borders, across time zones. We can attend concerts from the comfort of our homes. And the role of design is central to all of this because it's still about what is that human experience using these digital tools in these digital environments that leads to a certain positive human outcome. I think there's so many possibilities for this, and the new internet, the future internet, will really open up a lot of space and possibilities for our creatives to work. You know, not too long ago, we had the hype of NFTs. Now, it was quite short-lived, right? But in that period of time, we saw how creative expression could find a new outlet, and an outlet that was digital. The work could continue to evolve. It wasn't a static piece of work in a moment of time. And it opened up new ways of business and revenue for creative works that was unseen before. I really believe that the future internet would just create so many more ways of collaboration, of co-curating, where the physical bounds today that limit us will no longer be a challenge. I think I would broadly say perhaps universal access, right? Baked into that actually is the ability to take into account all the diverse perspectives, diverse backgrounds and abilities, as well as disabilities. How do we make sure that people with less economic resources continue to have access to the digital future, because that actually is the best way for them to jump and to move ahead, right? That social mobility, the economic mobility will certainly be accelerated by the ability to transact in a digital world. So in Singapore, we are very good at convening multi-stakeholder platforms to address complex issues. And this is exactly one of those complex issues that requires a multifaceted approach. We recently launched the AI Verify Foundation. This is a testing toolkit for us to look at the risks of AI and to develop the strategic framework for AI going forward. And it's got both the public sector players as well as the private sector players as founding members of the foundation. And will be very important to set the stage and to lead the way going forward. And it comes back to some of the things that are livable. What makes a physical place livable, which is the study that Design Singapore did, but extrapolated to what makes a digital realm livable, right? This concept of agency, being able to make choices, being able to empathize, which is attachment, connection, right? And being able to decide for myself and not what an algorithm directs me to think or feel or choose. And if we're not careful, we will lose sight of what it means to be human in a digital world. We will lose sight of what it means to be kind, to be empathetic, because we're all hiding behind our goggles, our screens, our devices, right? So we need to make sure that everything we design for in the future internet allows us to still remain human at the very core of it.
Design decisions are vital to how the future of the internet is evolving. These technologies could be novel and convenient, but also dehumanizing and unhealthy if not designed well. We must design an internet that is not only technologically brilliant, but also deeply human-centric.